In one of the most dramatic developments on The Young and the Restless, it is revealed that the investigation into Heather's death is reaching a critical turning point. Chance Chancellor, a brilliant investigator, has just made a crucial discovery in Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s apartment that could help clarify what really happened in Heather's mysterious death and exonerate Sharon Newman, who is under suspicion. The investigation leads Chance to Daniel's apartment, where he conducts a thorough forensic examination. After hours of searching, a surprising discovery changes the entire course of the case. Hidden behind a bookshelf is an octopus-shaped bookend, a seemingly harmless decoration that has small blood stains left behind. Chance quickly realizes that this could be the murder weapon that killed Heather. The blood stains on the bookend match the wounds on the back of Heather's head, confirming that it was the murder weapon. This discovery raises the question, who was really responsible for Heather's death? And why was the bookend wiped clean and meticulously placed back on the shelf? Although all the initial evidence pointed to Sharon Newman, it seems that the investigation is proving that she was not the killer. Sharon had awoken from a blackout and was horrified to find Heather lying dead on the floor. However, strangely, the bookend had been washed clean and neatly placed back on the shelf, something Sharon could not have done in her panic state after waking from unconsciousness. This created a very suspicious situation. If Sharon had attacked Heather during the blackout, would she have actually been conscious enough to wipe the murder weapon clean and put it back without leaving a trace? This seems highly unlikely, especially since Heather's body was still on the floor. If Sharon were the murderer, she probably wouldn't have woken up to find the murder weapon so neatly stored. Sharon had been in a state of confusion, with no clear memory of what had happened during her amnesia. This made her even more convinced that she was responsible, since she couldn't remember the entire sequence of events. However, Chance's findings suggested otherwise. If Sharon had really been the murderer, the murder weapon would have been right next to Heather's body, not cleaned or properly stored. But the fact that the murder weapon had been cleaned up suggested that someone else had been involved after Sharon had passed out. Chance's investigation not only cleared up some of the doubts about Sharon, but also raised a big question: who was the real murderer? If Sharon wasn't the one who attacked Heather, then who was behind it? The investigation is now looking for another criminal, someone who may have taken advantage of Sharon's blackout to commit the crime. Sharon's memory loss at a crucial moment has opened up a window of time for another perpetrator to strike. Her memory lapses not only facilitate the killer's actions, but also leave her with a sense of guilt. Sharon believes she killed Heather, but the truth may be different. Someone else may have taken advantage of the situation to kill and cover up her tracks. Although this new discovery points to Sharon not being the killer, she still faces another charge, covering up the truth, and trying to frame Daniel Romalotti Jr. Sharon acted in a panic after discovering Heather's death and believing she was responsible. This led her to clean up the crime scene and concoct a plan to frame Daniel, in order to deflect suspicion from herself. However, Sharon did not expect that her blackout would be the key factor in clearing her name. Her memory loss became the key evidence that she was not the one who caused Heather's death. This further strengthened the theory that there was another killer still lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect opportunity to commit his crime. While Sharon was haunted by fear and guilt, Phyllis Summers was racing against time to clear her son, Daniel's name. Phyllis had always believed that Sharon was the one who framed Daniel, and she had begun to monitor Sharon's every move. With Chance's new discovery, Phyllis felt that she was getting closer to the truth. Phyllis was not only trying to protect Daniel, but also to expose Sharon, who she believed was behind all this chaos. But with the discovery of the bookend and Sharon's memory loss, Phyllis may have to face the truth that Sharon was not the killer. This poses a new challenge for Phyllis: if it wasn't Sharon, then who killed Heather? As the pieces of the puzzle are revealed, things become more complicated and dangerous. Sharon may have been exonerated for Heather's death, but she still has to face the actions she took after finding out about Heather's death. Her guilt and memory loss have made Sharon a tragic character in this story. Meanwhile, Phyllis continues her mission to protect her son and find the truth. But with the killer still on the loose, no one is safe. Chance has opened up a new direction for the investigation, but the journey to find the real killer is still long and full of uncertainties. The fight to find justice for Heather and protect the innocent will continue in the upcoming episodes, promising to bring tense and surprising battles of wits to the audience. The real killer will soon be revealed, and when he does, everyone will have to face serious consequences. Subscribe to Yonder channel to update the latest news on our channel.